secretly join us.
There you go. You are being hosted.
Goedenavond, daar in de pit. Yeah. Yesterday
I'm live.
Yesterday I spent both of my charges for my druid to turn into a wind elemental.
But why?
Because the wind elemental is quite strong. That place was riddled with traps, so I'm able to float over the traps.
But why?
Because if I short rest, I got both of my wild shapes charges back.
But why?
It's fun. and I have a movement speed of 90 right now. And as soon as that form runs out, well, I'm A, screwed, B, I can hit people with my club.
Don't worry. I'll just manipulate you to do my bidding.
No, I'm fighting kobolds.
Are we really?
Oh shit, Fro
No,
started hosting as well.
In the other campaign.
Oh.
You campaigned at Argard and me at yesterday.
No. Don't worry. As long as there's snakes around, we'll be fine.
See, you guys are gonna love me.
I'm not loving your squeaky
Squeak! Squeak! Squeak!
See if you want that.
No, I don't want that.
Oh yes, more. I love this.
I think Phantom is a bit of a weird complex for king for speedy stuff.
I'm so curious on how he's going to introduce. Actually, hold on. Let me.
He's basically introduced him.
You know what's the fun part?
An entire party to 2 or 3 people.
For me, I had Derp rather backstory and my god.
Alright, backstory. Oopsie.
I have a big one thanks to Derp.
I haven't given a name for the church yet. I knew there was something I forgot.
For what, church?
Don't worry about it.
I also need to give. Oh, I forgot about the church and the city name. God damn it.
Yep, we should switch over now.
You remember?
They're sitting in the other channel again. No, he's not. Why is he switching?
Because it is 3 right now.
Yeah, so
Because of this time,
not the
technically.
session. The DM isn't here.
Session starts. DM is here.
Just move.
But I don't wanna.
Oh,
there's
Now the
the
DM is.
Oh, and here we go.
Hey Derp!
Hello.
Derp, long time no see, right?
Are you gonna say that to everyone you meet the day before?
No.
Yes.
So the nice kobolds, right?
Yep. Fuck those guys.
Blame Velvet.
No, blame Frauken because Frauken is our DM.
Yeah,
And it's just
Blame
basically kobolds.
Velvet because Velvet brought it up to the attention.
It's just kobolds. It's basically kobolds and
Yeah, I know.
kobolds assassins.
I know. Tucker's Kobolds. Velvet posted a video about that a while ago.
Yeah.
Brel saw it.
And it's
Bro,
pretty
but-
much exactly the meme. Like there's this one big article where it tells about the Tucker's Kobolds of a few level 12 adventurers who go into a dungeon and get it's full with traps and covering people in oil and burning them and using ballistas and yeah, basically exactly what happened to us.
Yeah. There's from what I know, there's still two ballistas operational.
Yeah.
One of them are dwarves slowly getting towards it.
Very slowly.
Yeah, keep
But
these
I mean,
grapples.
else I would have just sit in the middle and be like, well, I guess I'm gonna heal myself. I mean, I would have already died if I hadn't healed myself.
I'm thinking
I would've-
more of you sitting down and saying, well, this is how I die.
I would have died if I hadn't transformed. Because I'm
That's-
happy because of wind elemental it often resistant to all the kind of damage you're doing.
I'm pretty sure you go back to your original health if your transformation breaks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So there, it's time.
You're
You have the
still
floor.
waiting on Velvet. and
He's gonna be
Frau.
20 to 30 minutes late.
Oh yeah,
No.
Velvet's not right.
Yeah, if I was late and Frau, I don't know.
so did you
should
plan
be
on
coming
introducing
soon.
Velvet?
Yeah.
So did you plan on introducing Velvet's character from the very start, or else I don't know.
I mean, there's
only two.
there's a little bit of a gap between me starting and everyone being introduced, but that's not 20 to 30 minutes worth.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, I mean, I can still start, and then we'll just when he shows up, he can introduce his character.
Yeah.
He
He's
just
a
only
magician.
teleports in.
Oh, never mind.
Hello.
Hey,
Oh,
Velvet.
Velvet.
I just
Oh,
want
he's
to-
here.
Nice,
I just-
nice 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to live through the middle of it. That's
Huh?
Apparently gonna
for
be
like 20 minutes during the thing.
Oh,
Are you giving him
Okay.
sass because he's not late enough?
He always bitches when I'm late. Let me bitch when he says he's late and he shows up on time.
Yeah, screw you for getting here on time.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You were a whole 10.
That's right.
The only one we're missing now is Frau.
Holy shit, are we really that many people?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy shit.
I'm somebody who will be in and out. It depends on my work schedule, so.
Okay. Still, with this party size, basically we have a raid.
But there's still a chance of us getting fucked up, so, you know.
Well, yeah, it's actually a bigger chance.
Send a Hydra at us. I'll kill it. I'll kill it with my bare hands.
For metal?
Exactly.
So, just because Frau will show up when he shows up, it's fine. All of you, for various reasons, have come to the front lines of this crusade. Whether you are there for religious purging, just to get in a fight, or make some gold, you've all made your way to this camp. Some of you have been here for longer than others. Some of you have been here for around a week. Some of you have only just arrived. All of you have pre-designated tents set up specifically for the mercenaries that are bare bones, a simple chest with a simple lock, a bed, and that's pretty much it. So all of you have bedding. About a day after the previous session, so the previous session everyone would have taken a long rest, and this is now the next day. You were all told by... Give me a second. I lost the NPC's name.
Purpose so prepared.
Always.
Because I had it in my head, and the second I went to say it, I forgot.
That is why you write stuff down, man.
He writes everything down.
Theria is your point of contact for pretty much all of you. Is the female right hand assistant to the main general. Fuck, what's his name? Deleth. That you guys have all met when you first arrived. You've all been essentially employed by Deleth. He's your main boss, but you just you go through and talk to Theria for any of your needs. At the beginning of the day, Theria has gone around to all of you, woken you up, or have come in as you're waking up, and told you that there is a gathering for all the mercenaries at the main general's tent in about an hour. So all of you have an hour to prepare anything, or you can just skip.
Skip. For me.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same. I'll just go to the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of
Maybe
you,
see if I can find
at
a
various times during the
And
hour,
no
make your
lags,
way
I
to the
didn't
general's
forget
tent.
my spells. I
There's
forgot
a
some
small wooden
background stuff.
platform, very, very shoddily made, that seems to be just a temporary thing to give the generals a little bit of sight as you come into this clearing with about approximately 100 to 150 other very, very obviously not standard army soldiers. You see a lot of other races. You see several dragonborns, elves, other humans of lighter and darker skins. There's all shapes and sizes of people, all coming from different directions and coalescing into one main group before the stage. And you make a rough semicircle shape in this clearing, and then about 10 foot away, in almost like a borderline around the mercenaries, the main army is beginning to gather. Some people are just curious what's going on, other people know what's going on and they want to see it happen. But there is a very clear line of about 10 feet in between the army and the mercenaries. As you're all waiting, running around for a few minutes, eventually Deleth comes out of the tent, begins to walk up onto the stage. And there's a bit of chatter along the mercenaries and the army. Just a low mumble. And he takes one of his swords and he holds it above his head, and there's just dead silence. He puts the sword down and begins to speak. All of you, I know that you are not as trustworthy, you are not as trusting as I and my generals of the mercenaries that stand before me. I know many of you have reservations, and I know many of you do not like that they are here, but I say before you now, none of you are to harm them. They are here to help, and of their own free will. They are not to be touched or molested by any member of my army upon punishment of death.
Man, if only you said it like a week ago.
I bring this up now for previous events that happened yesterday. I'm sure many of you know
I'm
that
not
one
going
of
to
our
ask.
mercenaries was not so respectful as we may have liked and trusted in them to be. That is why in future we are taking much more care in who we hire and keeping a close eye on the ones that we have now. I know this will not be easy for you, but please understand, we would not win this war without them. As a precaution, all the groups, all of the mercenaries are being split up into new teams so that any collusion or any plots against our army will hopefully be eradicated or more difficult to plan. There's a sudden uproar of the army of protests against allowing mercenaries to stay. A lot in common tongue, just damning and cursing the mercenaries. A lot of languages that I believe only Dragon would know in their own tongue, doing the same thing but a lot worse. Kenobi's in the crowd.
Oh.
And like all of the mercenaries are in
stood
the
up
crowd.
and left after they said no molesting.
Yeah.
I personally have a question. We're all there currently.
All of you are there, but some are in different parts. So, like, Lester and Ulvin would be pretty close together, and Kenobi would be with them. The rest of you would probably be on your own, or with some other mercenaries that you may have interacted with. Not to the point where you know them well enough.
Okay.
Yes.
All of you mercenaries, we were not lenient with the one that was here yesterday, and we will not be lenient with you. This war is a difficult one, and will be long, and we will pay any price in blood. You fight for us, and only us, or you die, or you leave. No exceptions. Do you understand? It's a general murmur as some of the other mercenaries just begin to nod and just a general sense of agreement.
That's essentially what I was doing. So.
Please meet your handlers. Mine is Theria. Keep having the wrong page up. Morales is Kriva. Era has Duras. And Kelthet has Duntam. You know who you work for. Go to them now to find your new teams. That will be all. He slams his fist across his chest, making a slight ringing noise as his fist hits the armor plating, and bows low, and then all of the army does the same moment. Does the same thing. And you see like a couple other mercenaries look really awkwardly around and just kind of do an awkward half bow, doing the same kind of thing.
How long have I been here for?
Darth begins to leave the stage and head back into the tent. And the army around the mercenaries begin to disperse, and the mercenaries then begin to leave.
Okay, I've only been here for a few days. Good.
So I assume you guys just head to Theria.
Mm-hmm.
All of you.
Yes.
About 50 or so mercenaries in this big group going to Theria. All of you, one by one, line up in a rough queue outside Theria's tent. As
Real
you go
quick,
in, you get assigned.
Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
One by one, you each go into the tent and get assigned a number, 1 through 5. All of you are in group 4. All of you get the number 4. She tells you to meet outside by one of the tents, and eventually all of you gather outside a tent. You are now, all of you specifically, not surrounded by anyone else in the small group.
Oh, that's convenient.
What an ugly number.
Introductions.
So you lot are going to be who I work with?
Well,
I guess so.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Well, pleasure to meet you all. Shall we? Pleasure to meet you all. My name is Barkus. And I hold out my. Did I say which one it was? I hold out my right hand.
Pleasures to meet you. I'm Bjorn, and I shake your hand.
God damn it.
What?
Okay. You would notice upon shaking, besides the fact of that, so people know, I would have a kind of pretty much like a cloak on. I don't really have armor, but I would have a cloak on, a shirt, so you really can't see too much skin, and I'm wearing gloves and long sleeves. So, but you'd probably be able to feel some metal underneath those gloves.
Okay.
I just so the new people at least know. I wear a mask that has slightly glowing eyes of purple with the cloak on all over, and you don't see any sort of weapons except for ones on my belt.
Am I the only one that's looking at a black screen, by the way?
Oh no, I am too.
No, we all.
Yeah.
I am too. Don't freak out. Ooh.
I don't have a map for the camp because I can't find a decent camp, so I guess we'll just put you on Carly.
He's just black. The camera's black.
Whose character was that?
Who, Bjorn? That was Falcon.
He-
Oh,
no,
you mean,
no, no, no.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
that crow
the one with.
surrounded by guards?
Yeah, that's Kral.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
that was me.
No. The one who's got the mask.
Should we
Oh,
maybe,
that's me, Lester.
Yeah, Lester.
That's me.
should we maybe put all the tokens there, so if we make a description of how we look like, at least we have a picture to,
Yeah,
you know.
Never.
just put this on a Carly map. It's fine.
The map is black.
Interesting.
No,
Why is
it's a
it
city
black?
map right now. Right?
Refresh.
Can you make a white map? Why are they bigger?
Yeah, why is my screen bigger than yours?
Well, I'm a gnome, but still.
Why are you looking like you're eating something?
No, it's
That's an
ocarina.
ocarina.
But yes.
Why am I-
it's a good
Dude.
practice.
Why am I tiny as fuck?
Where even are you?
What's wrong with this
I'm trying
tokens?
gnome.
I put
That's
myself
right.
on the map. So
I didn't
wasn't
really,
aware.
I didn't really get a token. This is just my picture. But like, legit, why am I tiny AF?
I put you on a different map.
Dankeschön. But that would basically be about what my character would look like, except get rid of the arrows and the bird.
Are we on the wrong map?
Refresh if it's still black.
It's not still black. There's just no one else there.
At the very top.
Top of the
I
map.
see you, Shade.
Yeah, I see you, but no one else.
Yeah,
At the
same.
very top.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, we're at the very top. We just
Yeah,
don't-
top left.
we have a
Is this-
different map.
You shouldn't, because all the players.
I see the road.
Have you refreshed?
Yeah,
No. Weird.
Oh, this is a free.
try again.
It's a free floating map.
Yay!
Yeah,
But-
it works now.
I wonder.
I'm the only one with proper token.
Also for
Oh,
Lester
possibly.
and Ulven, Kenobi did not get assigned to the same group as you guys.
Okay.
You see Kenobi go off to one of the other groups.
Of course, our Inquisitor gets back as soon as it's about to slay heretics.
Hi Inquisitor now.
Oh, you got promoted.
Yeah, I'm level 6.
I want your mask.
What, my mask?
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think of something from Guild Wars.
My character would want. I have a. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of my image of my Final Fantasy character.
I think.
Baracus, are you looking into the mask?
Yes.
Roll perception.
Cool.
It's the first roll of the day.
Perception?
It's a
Wow, my perception's garbage.
Yeah.
11.
The glowing eyes give off a slight overglow to like the above and below the eye, making it almost seem like his eyes are bigger than they actually are. It's a pretty creepy effect, but you're totally unfazed.
Cool.
Yeah, next time, don't get so close.
Anyway, with the introductions.
Damn, I was told I can't kill anybody. Ah, fine.
Well, with the introductions, I think I will continue. Well, my name is Olven, and I'm a wizard by trade. And, well, I guess, nice to meet you guys and all.
What kind of race is he?
What?
What kind of race is Olga?
You see that I'm a gnome.
Oh,
Well,
the gnome isn't dead.
Interesting.
yeah, neither am I, Jax.
Yeah, well, I sort of expect gnome to be dead in the time that I've been gone.
Oh, that's fair enough. I'm
Everyone
Lester.
else died.
See, it's my god's blessing that's kept you alive, Lester.
I think I like to think it's my wits.
Do you not remember when I gave you that blessing?
Didn't you also bless the cat?
Not really, but you know,
Yeah, bless the cat a couple times.
yeah,
Didn't
but
help
yeah,
Cat
not
much.
exactly me. But hey, good to see you're alive too.
I can't die.
So so many people actually know each other already?
You know
The
each other.
lot of apprentices there, and the gnome wizard here. Us three, we all know each other.
Hmm.
And that's why I trust them and none of you so far.
That's very.
So I believe Uran and Koto are the only ones who haven't introduced themselves.
It wasn't gone yet?
Asa and you.
No. So you want to go first or me?
I still need to get used to my ocarina.
You're actually going to do that?
Also, Asa, your Discord is showing.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot.
Huh?
What?
No.
Oh no.
You have a real ocarina?
Yes, I have a real ocarina.
Oh my God.
I warned you guys.
Oh my God.
What color is it actually?
About the
this
same color
is-
you drew it. It's just
Oh, lucky!
it's just a different shape. It's an 8-hole instead of a 12-hole that you drew.
I just googled ocarina pictures.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at Joran, you can see from looks, it looks as if he has been in battle, but he also just gives off an aura of just how to say, as if he doesn't harm anybody, which makes you think from why does he have the scars probably.
Do you have a religious symbol on you that's visible?
There.
It's up to you whether you would publicly share your symbol or not.
There would be a symbol like on his chest, on his armor. Because he doesn't wear leather armor, but yeah, it's not basically that much.
What god is it?
Roll a religion check.
Yeah.
I'm curious myself. Actually, it doesn't really
Um,
matter, but I'm
You
curious.
vaguely recognize the symbol from a very, very specific. So Shade, you recognize the symbol, but it's a very, very specific god that is not worshipped widely. And even though you've heard mention of it, you can't remember the name or any specifics about it.
Do I know what domain it covers or its general alignment?
Yeah, it tends to be a good god. You've seen it and heard about it through clerics and paladins of worship Holy Face.
Okay.
Baracus, you would know a little bit more. You know of Daggerat, which I'll put in chat.
Excellent.
Daggerat, or more commonly known as the Dawning Lord, who is a very select few worship him
Mhm.
because the city that used to be the main center of his worship was destroyed entirely, and now there are only a few pockets of individuals who still worship, and they are specifically chosen by the god himself. That's
Interesting. I hold my hand out to you for a handshake and say, "A man of God, it is a pleasure to meet you."
He shakes your hand.
I cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. I can't do anything back against it.
Are you being for real?
Yes, I'm being for real. I cast Eldritch Blast out of my hand.
What the heck? Okay.
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 We have a new guy.
We got
with that
one session
visual
without the
side.
party fight. No.
Can we seriously have a session where we have introductions and nobody fights or hits each other?
This fits with my backstory. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Yo.
As soon as you release the Eldritch Blast, you don't see his facial expression change. You don't see anything that would think of, oh, he's gonna attack me back.
That's fair enough.
It keeps smiling as if you did nothing to him.
So you shake the hand, and then just an explosion of Eldritch energy just erupts from your hand, almost hitting the people around you, but not that powerful.
I'm going to look at everybody and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I still haven't gotten a chance to get used to this new body yet. That was a malfunction. My apologies."
I draw out my barbed longsword and yell "heretic" at the top of my voice.
I put my hand out and just like, no, Shade, don't make it, or Jax, don't make a scene.
He attacked a man of God.
I know, but we're not in the position right now.
It was all by accident, and I do apologize profusely. Once I get more used to my body,
Yeah,
And-
insight.
insight? Oh yeah, better yet, I should do this.
Do GM roll, so they don't know if you're doing coding, I guess.
Bullshit.
My bad.
Dragon.
Okay, guess I gotta make a map for this.
It would be at that point that I would notice suspicion, and I would reveal the fact of that most of my body is metallic. And the fact of saying that whether you believe me or not, I am still trying to control myself. I am me, but I am not me.
I see your point. I cast Inflict Wounds.
Excellent.
I mean, you don't know Jax, but he has, yeah.
He's a heretic hunter.
Yeah, he doesn't take shit. Like, you could have slapped
took
him
a
in
lot
the
of my
face
shit.
or something, or spit on his feet, and he would also would have decapitated you.
I didn't take your shit, Asa. I tried to arrest you.
But you didn't.
Gonna
That's
be
because we weren't near a
tense
city.
ish here.
Just to
Oh, do we
clarify,
finally have a prowl?
just
Oh,
to
we
clarify
finally-
something.
So as this is happening, the explosion of energy, and then Jack's coming in for the attack, which you can roll for. You then hear
18.
18
voice
versus
coming.
what?
Your AC.
No, that does not hit.
It doesn't.
No.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
You hear the patter of feet behind you, and Ruckus looking over Uron's shoulder, and Lesser and Orban, you both recognize that somebody's now running towards the group. As
Is
something's
this
clearly
group 4,
late.
guys? Sorry, I went to the other one. I went to group 3, and it's like I thought it was group 4, but for group 3 was over there. It's group 4. It's like, hey, hello.
Don't worry.
Is this group 4?
Yes.
Yes, this is group 4.
Ah,
Oh.
perfect.
Hello there.
Hello there, sir.
Oh wait.
Hello.
I couldn't say I wasn't even finished with introducing my character.
I know.
I haven't introduced myself at all yet.
But you're a man of God. And everybody has a joke about my character already.
I'm just waiting casually for the ocarina solo to begin.
If I can finish just a few things for my character, he's basically 6'2" tall. It says he looks scarred. And Dragon, your character now probably realizes why he is so scarred, as to why he didn't attack you back.
That doesn't
You're
tell
me.
anything about your character. Are you human?
Is who human?
Okay.
And you also see his eyes are basically fully white. And he also has white long hair.
So in that moment where Dragon cast Eldritch Blast, Jax got suspicious and came up and touched you, you put up your arm. Jax, you go put your hand around it, cast the spell, and whatever effect the spell might have had is instantly dissipated as it hits nothing. It doesn't hit anything but flesh. It just goes in and then fades away.
I would like to do an intimidation.
Go for it. On who? Jax?
Yep, the one who cast inflict wounds on me. And my intimidation speech is basically, if you wish to hurt me, you're gonna have to try a lot harder.
My character has absolutely no fear of death and would throw themselves into a bunch of, 100 level 20 characters just for their god.
This has been well established.
Yeah, the odds of them being intimidated are...
Yeah, so roll, I guess, insight with advantage.
I like
It's-
See whether or not you get scared. Yeah,
Let's
no.
put it this way, it's something my character wouldn't know, so
Yeah. No, I mean out of character.
that's fine. That's fine. I'm just trying to play this the way I know I would
Yeah.
play.
You say that line, look over and Jackson, where you only see fear in lesser people. There is nothing. Nothing crosses his face. Perfect.
You don't scare me, you metallic heretic.
Heretic?
What?
It's been a
Can-
long time
can
since
we-
I've been called that.
Can we calm down, please? I don't want to be throwing names because we could very easily be working or need to work together.
Yes, I apologize.
No point in trying to kill each
No,
other
no.
if we're trying to kill the same enemy.
Don't let me put you on trial too.
Everyone. let's just talk this over.
Everyone, can you do that on multiple people?
There is mass suggestion, which you would need. This is just be on
Suggestion
one
is a
person.
single target.
Yeah, so to whom?
Let's see, limit to... If I cast it at a higher level, it counts as a... Hold on, I'll check.
I don't think so.
Oh no, wait, that's just... I can cast it once. So it's directed at the jacks. Let's calmly talk this over. The man did say his body is malfunctioning.
Fine, but we're putting him on trial later.
Trial.
Sure, we are, buddy.
Yeah, of course.
There's no trial needed. You attack me for any reason, and I don't care.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Something going on. Come on, see buddies here.
Do
I
not
wasn't-
worry about what happens.
I don't need to attack you. I can convince you to turn yourself in. Whether that be by force or not, we'll have to see.
Oh god, there's so many things I want to say. I have to think of my words carefully.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You came back just as the situation diffused.
Even without Kara, there's definitely party infighting.
Yeah, they don't have a combined scapegoat.
Are you fighting again?
Yeah.
This time it was.
I might have casted Eldritch Blast on somebody
On checks of all people.
No.
because
No, non-jacks.
No, not
Yeah,
checks, but
they're
doesn't
on.
matter.
Who's the cyborg?
Mwaha, hi.
It's Dragon.
Okay. Are you fighting against each other?
No.
Not anymore.
My presence solved the conflict.
Well, that's an interesting
Did
start
we-
to the thing. My name is Yun, by
Um,
the way. Hello. Hello.
Your name was what? Sorry?
My name is Yun.
Ah, Lester.
Ah, brilliant. Perfect.
Welcome, Yoon. I've obviously made a bad first impression.
Ah, it's fine. Things happen, doesn't it? It's fine. Lone died. It's cool. We can be
And-
friends.
Let me play the song of my
Yeah.
people.
And what god do you worship, Yoon?
Oh God. I follow one. I don't think you ever heard of him. He's from a different place.
God, try me. What's their name?
Well, his name is Susan Revolve.
What?
You son of a bitch!
No!
Like I said, he's not really been called for very reason. I haven't heard his name before in this place.
Okay. But you do worship him. Are they a good god?
What?
He's a god.
Yes.
I don't know. I've never really spoken to him. I don't know.
Super! Oh my god!
No, it's not soup hands. I hope. I hope it's not soup hands.
It was,
Excalibur!
didn't he say Susan Rel?
Sutanral, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't we rename that to Supant?
Yeah,
Susan Revolve.
The son of Wolf.
I actually have yet to decide which god is my fucking past, so.
Susan Uwu. That's what I see.
Susan Ola.
Susano.
Sutana Bob. No.
But- So we have many people of God.
You realized.
Let's just hope that yours actually treats you right.
Can we continue?
Yeah.
Please.
Continue the story!
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't me attacking,
Wait,
that was me just saying a sentence.
Bjorn, Kotal, Uran to do a physical description, and Yun. All three of those, or four of them, haven't described the characters yet.
Go and talk to the bottom then.
Yeah, so Bjorn.
That's you,
So,
fella.
I know. Opening my character sheet.
What do I look like? He looks at himself.
Let me just read out my story long paragraph.
So, I'm tall. I'm like 22, even though that's not tall for some of you. I have blonde hair, like blonde short hair, like in the things. I'm wearing chainmail, and I have this big fucking sword in my back.
In your back.
In your back.
In your back? What?
Yeah, he got stabbed a couple years ago. And just never came up
And
to
never
remove it.
removed the sword.
Since it was on his back, you couldn't quite reach enough.
Yeah, it's like, just in that little place where you can't, your hand never reaches. No.
He forever sleeps on his side or his stomach.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. You asked for a physical description.
So yeah, Bjorn is a pretty boy with a big fuck off sword, essentially. Kotal.
Well, before you stands a tan man, and if you look closely on his neck, you can see snake scales as well as on his hands. And his eyes are green, with snake-like pupils. Just simple black hair, and a very charismatic way of handling the situation. Especially after they tried to murder each other.
Dragonborn.
No, I'm not a Dragonborn.
He's a
I
parliament
said
member.
snake, not dragons.
Oh god.
Part of
I know
the
what
big
it is.
government that's controlled.
I already know what he is, so yeah.
So, Uran, your physical description. What do you look like rather than just a symbol?
Oh, mine is tanned, white hair, long white hair, white eyes, like fully white eyes.
Human though, right?
No, humanoid, but he's not human.
Okay, whatever.
He's
You
blind.
can see that by his full white eyes.
Yeah.
And then Ewan.
The first thing you see when he came out is that he seems rather short compared to most people, standing about 5'9" or so. He has about sort of length blue hair coming down on one side, and most of his clothes seem very ordinary, very relative to what sort of place you're in, so very, very deserty sort of clothes. But around the clothes seem to be, see now and again, zips of lightning and just other sort of phenomena, stuff like that, go around it, seem or come into a circle around him. He seems relatively young, about just below 20 or so, 20 years old or so, and he seems human.
Secrets.
As your guys now awkwardly standing around after the confrontation. It takes a couple of minutes, but eventually Theria comes up to you guys. So, you guys all had a chance to introduce each other?
Very much
Indeed.
so.
Well, this will be your group for the foreseeable future. Would you like to have a name or just stick with 4?
The Mighty Thor.
Well, if these youngsters want to pick a name, I am more than willing.
Youngsters.
Yes, youngsters.
How old are you, asshole?
55.
You an old fuck. You an old fuck.
If these youngsters want to use a name instead of a number, that's fine with me.
I mean, to be fair, you don't know how old I am.
Name
know.
sounds good. How about we have a name, guys? Anyone got good ideas?
From what I can see and on how you behave, you're all youngsters.
I
Except for the
Can't
guy in
really-
white.
I can't think of anything right now. I'm down for pretty much anything.
No, I'm not really good at names. I'm not really good with them. How about how I don't
A little
know.
sporadic there, aren't we?
No, I'm just excited. It's the new new people. It's cool.
That character would fit me with my own speaking voice in real life.
Also,
Jesus Christ, I can
best
talk
joke
fast.
names.
The Twitch.
Best joke names. Poggers 2.0.
Oh, fuck off.
I swear to God.
I vote for Soup Hands.
No, no shoe pants.
I vote for the Hateful Eight.
Suicide Squad.
God no, we are with 8 people.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
God damn it.
Have you seen my healing that I did?
We're not gonna die.
Yeah, everyone would have healed.
No, because I got attacked by the Elder's Blast, I just used one of my free cure wounds on myself.
So, stupid question, just nonchalantly. How do you whisper to a GM? I keep
That's
forgetting.
W derp. Based up.
Danke.
/W space GM.
So, names? I don't. How do we think of names, guys?
Wait, do we have to? Team 4 is great. Whatever.
Team 4-star!
From now on all of your quests and upon completion, you'll be known as Group 4. If this you ever want to change, depending on how well you do, I might as well put. Okay. So, your first quest as a party is going to be this. She looks through a stack of papers and she hands out, just for anyone to grab, a sheet of paper.
I grab it.
One sheet of paper or one for everyone?
Oh, just one sheet of paper. She holds out.
I grabbed it.
Why are
There
you
was
loud,
a
please?
legion of soldiers passed by on a mission to the south a little while ago. Only one returned, who is not sane right now. We need you guys to go there, clear out any remaining threat, try and figure out what happened to the Legion, find as much information as you can. Anything you find, coin, whatever loot these barbarians have, is for your taking. We do not care. Just information and to deal with the threat. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Final question, just to confirm, we are allowed to kill, if need be.
You are allowed to kill anything other than your party members and the army.
Yes, the party members will.
Any heathen you find out in the world that is not related to us, feel free.
I look over at the others. Then nod. I guess we are ready.
So where are we going? Where are we going?
So,
On the sheet of paper, it gives you the general directions, the place you need to go.
What time of
turns
day
off
is
and
it?
leaves and goes to one of the group. It's roughly morning time, maybe around 10 a.m.
So if everybody's all set, shall we head out now?
Sure.
Fine by me.
that seems
go.
to be the best option.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
I grab my book, I open it to the random page, and I put the contract in it. Put the book back.
Although I am not much of a fighter, so to speak.
Last question for you, Derp, before you decide to change everything. Would the people in my group hear any whispers? Since technically they have been here as well.
Uran, Kotul, and Bjorn would be vaguely aware, but unless they roll an intelligence check, they would assume it was the mercenary that died the previous day.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
Uran,
Bjorn and Kotul, in your time here, Jax, you would have come in like late last night, early this morning. You have only been here for a few hours at most.
Yeah.
I have a crap intelligence.
Since
so-
I don't know about the god dying last night, would I know what it is?
Which one? Sorry.
Because I can't assume it's the god last night because I didn't know someone died last night. What would I think was going on?
You wouldn't know anything.
Okay.
This is like localized to the camp. So people who have been in the camp would be vaguely aware, but anyone who wasn't in the camp up until the previous, like during the previous week, would have no idea.
Okay.
So actually, Yun, you've been here for a couple of days. So beyond Kotal, Uran, and Yun, you've heard vague whisperings just from the mess hall and from general walking around. There have been a few infights and soldiers dying from what seems to be foul play, but they don't have any evidence. They don't have any murder weapons. They don't have any leads. Just a couple soldiers died in their sleep. Nobody really knows why. And especially with all the hectic ongoings of the previous day and the mercenary being killed, probably any threat that was here is now gone.
I swear to God, Derp, if you bring Fra back as an undead.
Sorry, I can animate the dead.
Just so you know, Derp.
Right, yeah. So you guys heading out?
Yes.
Yeah.
So matches.
Yeah, especially with all the information I know, I'd want to make haste.
Also, Dragon, since your character hates God so much, you see the book that Jorn has as the as like a symbol on it that is the same as the symbol of his god.
Fair enough,
Take
Derp.
advantage of that book.
Oh,
Take
you're
advantage of that book.
as for your book and everything, pretty much my final response for all of you who are worshipped gods and everything, I look and I say, I will get along and I will do what we need to do, but I will tell you this, one day, the god that you trust the most will betray you.
No.
No.
You want?
That
Mine
is
won't.
a interesting theory.
It's coming from experience. Let's just say
Hold
that.
on. You've been excommunicated.
No.
Are you sure?
Now you are.
I
continue.
haven't killed someone in a while.
Thank you for.
Should we start moving while we're talking?
Yes.
Let us get going, and I will explain my story.
Oh god.
So I have not decided on the god. I will say that I need to decide on the god. But basically, TLDR, Orphan was brought into a chapel, was kind of just dropped off there, and was raised. And the easiest way I could say it is I was treated the way you would expect a altar boy to be treated.
I'm not sure that sentence is worthy of a laugh, but continue.
It was a 10 years of
10 years of
rape.
rape.
I told you, everybody, and then around the age of 6 or 10, somewhere around there, I don't remember which I decided, but I upped. The words I tell you is I ran away because I could not take it, and after that, I've never put my faith in a god again.
Perhaps you need to look for a better god. I mean, I have an opening if you'd like. You can go ahead.
I just give you this look and say no god would want
The
me.
last person I blessed died. I need a new one now.
But I do appreciate your enthusiasm. So how long does it take us to get there?
So, it would have taken you about half hour to reach the edge of the camp. From there, you show your paper to the guards directly on the outside. They let you pass without any trouble. And from then on, it would be about 3 hours walking to
Okay.
reach the destination of the map.
Small talk, since I wouldn't know any of this while we're walking. I would like to ask everybody just one simple question. Have any of you heard of the rumors about the Reaper?
The who now?
Death takes many forms, young one.
No. Not the Grim Reaper. The Reaper.
No, who is he though? Who is he? Sounds interesting.
He's a serial killer.
Do we know?
Ooh, a serial
No,
killer.
none of you would have heard this name before.
History check. Natural 3.
I
Yeah.
am
Well,
a
Yeah, none
bard,
of you.
so would I have heard of at least of the rumors?
Roll a history check. Maybe, because you frequent like the taverns, so there may have been whispering. Yeah, no.
So, do you know who he is? Who?
I'm just going off of the rumors, but some people say that he would choose a victim they wouldn't even know until it was too late. And he was he was a killer and he killed a good, I think the rumors were 100, maybe more people, never to be found. And then one day he just up and vanished. The killing stopped. Nobody
Yeah, that's
knows
good
if he's
thing.
alive or dead.
That's good.
I
Then we dead people. We have more friends then.
I can't wait to meet them.
No dragon.
Yeah. The entire party then.
They did
Slowly
say
going to the right.
his signature calling card would be after he brutally murders his victims, he would gouge out their eyes and tie them around their neck.
But why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, I'm not the man. I can't tell you the mind of a serial killer.
I'm gonna.
Hopefully,
Why do people like that? Do people like that exist?
hopefully we get to meet them one day,
No,
so I
it's
can
not
burn them
No.
alive.
I am.
You guys are now having this conversation as Dragon walking down the middle of this path, and everyone is 30 feet away.
I'm gonna look around and say, why are you all running from me?
Unit's like right up in this.
Oh, no
No.
reason.
Only one also still nearby is Uran. Because
This is just a rumor that floated around my hometown. If you guys obviously don't know, then he obviously wasn't that popular, now was he?
I mean, it's sort of an amateur, isn't it? Someone who kills only 100.
Sitting here with like 500 plus kill rate.
I mean, I've burnt plenty of heretics in my time.
Why would you
In
do
fact,
that though? That's awful.
not burning people, they were heretics, they deserved it.
What is a heretic?
I'm gonna basically look at you and say, that is just a estimate. They do not know the actual number.
I mean, either way,
also
not very
Dragon,
many.
Yes.
Be happy I didn't have this spell active.
Why you wouldn't be? Oh, actually, shit. Oh shit.
I also have access to that spell.
Oh fuck me.
I have access.
Oh, this is going to be one fun campaign.
There once was a
He killed me.
that killed and plucked eyes from their heads.
Wait. No,
It
man.
misses some
The
syllables.
small man over there. What's your name again?
Who are you talking to?
Oh god, no.
I don't know. Oh god.
What?
No.
You're being talked to.
I'm sorry, what?
You see Yun just start walking toward, going towards you. Wait, no. What's your name again?
My name?
Yes.
Uwen, it is.
Oh, so that means that you're Lester, right?
What?
He looks towards Lester and says that.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
Lester.
It's you two. Do you know there's a guy called Ferralis or something?
You guys wouldn't recognize the name.
Well, we don't yet. I have no idea who you are talking about.
And then the innkeeper, he doesn't like you very much.
As you say that, remember with the barmaids dealing with and him talking to patrons. Ferralis is the name of the innkeeper in Kalidasari that you guys stayed in.
But wasn't I there for that?
Yeah, Jax, you would also.
Didn't I just sort of take a room there and say get over it?
Yep.
I
That's
paid
probably
for
why.
it. I paid for every night.
Lester paid once.
Paying.
No, I paid every single time.
I mean, unless you paid for me.
Doesn't matter.
He really doesn't like you guys. Maybe he's gonna go back there. He's a cool guy though. Just talk to him.
There once was a reaper that
I did speak to him. I said, Inquisition business, and then I stopped talking to him.
That's not very nice. Why would you do that?
It was Inquisition business.
What's that mean?
It means it was business of the Inquisition.
But what's the Inquisition?
The people I work for.
That's a really bad name.
My title is High Inquisitor. Who did you think I worked for?
I don't know. To yourself?
No.
Oh.
Well, either way, it wasn't the business of some commoner.
wasn't me.
Who was it then?
I just noticed it. I was just like, okay.
I noticed it before. I just didn't say anything. I thought it was funny.
Wow, rude. I didn't kill that many.
Wow. Oh, really, Aston? Really?
Okay, maybe those snakes, but those don't count. Also, Velvet had more kills.
Yeah.
But I sanctioned Velvet's kills.
I need to step up my game.
Yes, you do.
I don't know if I actually put a number down either, because I have a feeling I did.
I dare say, my metallic friend, do you know more of this Reaper? I had a source of inspiration and I need some more lines for it.
There's not really much else. After all, it's just rumors now. For all we know, he's dead and buried underground. Or maybe something got to him.
You seem to know a fair amount about this Reaper.
Well, of course, it's been around in my hometown. It's what we all talked about.
Right.
Nord, I can't give you a hometown name, sorry. I haven't thought of one yet, but...
I
can't
mean,
tell you.
I was actually going to ask your hometown, but...
Yeah, I apologize for that. I will give you a name when I can, but basically, you know, that's what's discussed around when I live, where I
Did you
get
ever
from.
see one of the bodies?
Did I ever see one of the bodies? Oh, no. I could never go near something like that.
So it was one of the. So it was a rumor that they took the eyes.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Thanks, Susan Level.
How do you know that it's all one person and not just multiple people?
It could. You are absolutely right. It could be, but like I said, all I know is rumors.
Yeah, rumors anyway, huh?
Okay, whoever's drawing with my token, stop it.
Do you not notice the rest of them?
What the fuck, Gerard? I mean,
I thought that was acid.
I would assume it's
That's
about
why
this
I
time
said
that we
that
reach our
was acid.
destination.
Where did my token go?
Why is there a top hat?
Did somebody just put white over his token?
God damn it.
Yeah, wait, Jarp, continue.
Yeah.
So if you guys are done talking, 3 hours go by. Eventually, you begin to see a town in the distance. And who took the paper? Like Uran, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You read the description, and it seems to be this is the same place. You look around, you see there are a lot of footprints that haven't washed away, so you can assume that a force the size that Theri told you about has gone back here. You know that this is the town that you're sent to investigate. As you get closer and closer, it's difficult to say when it happens, and all of you are unaware. But as you reach the gate, you now begin to notice there's a mist coming from the town, which wasn't visible before, but now you have entered into the vicinity. It is now covering your sight.
Oh. God.
As you enter, you can still see the buildings, you can still see the road, you can see enough that this isn't like dim light, this isn't restricted seeing, you can still see everything. But there's now this low mist covering the entire town, blocking the sun.
Is it magical?
You can try and find out.
Eyes.
Well, gentlemen, I have a
You're
feeling
there.
we're walking into a trap.
This
Where did the
is
sun go?
formed of magic. Yeah, this isn't harming you or anything.
With the protection of our gods, we can walk into any trap.
But where did the sun go, guys? Why is it not here anymore? Why is it so dark?
I dare say someone wants us to not enter this location.
I'm going to look down at Yoon and pretty much say, I have a feeling you're going to be the first one to die.
Who are you looking at exactly?
I said Yoon.
Oh, you.
The energetic one.
Ah,
Oh, I die.
the hyperactive kid. Got it.
Derp.
How old are you, Frau?
He's about 18 or so.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
God.
you're young.
Hide
Easy,
that.
Where do we start?
Bottom
Right
right.
side.
What? Why is thingy not on?
Fog of War. Down
Ring
there.
Oh,
for
it's thing on
more.
fire?
I see a
What
person.
the fuck?
You see
Player
nothing.
knowledge player
Guys,
knowledge versus character knowledge.
Did not
Guys,
take
you
it.
see nothing.
There
Yeah.
it is. Why the fuck wasn't it
Oh,
on?
that's
I've
stupid key.
prepared this for so long.
I didn't actually see anything because
Okay.
I was alt tabbed. So.
Derp.
Every single time. It's
Yo.
Can I
Oh.
talk? Can I talk a bit?
I
Dark
can't
Knight?
see anything now.
Yeah. I don't see anything either.
Far right. You should all see everything.
No,
Nope.
the wall covers the
Uh,
whole thing.
Do you guys have your senses
Yeah, I can
active?
see it now.
What
Oh, what?
fine.
Do you guys have your senses set up?
Yeah.
Dark
I
vision.
went
No.
through my tokens.
That can explain why you
I
can see.
don't have dark vision.
No, this is essentially bright light. This is normal day. You can't see the sun, but the sun's effects still go through it.
I
No.
can't see anything.
I can't see shit either.
I'm
So
gonna
you
refresh
might-
quickly.
you
I
might-
can't. But for some reason, I can't edit your token.
Which one's Dragon's token?
It's the one that's got a bird.
This one is Drex, and
This
then
one-
Wait,
this one.
mine?
this one is Baracus.
I feel like there's
The two
someone
on
in
the
the way.
f-
I
yeah.
know it is.
These two.
Yeah, because you haven't set it up.
How do I set it up?
I can
No.
access my token.
Oh wait, there it goes.
What? How do I...
No, don't worry about it, guys. It's just
I have
DM
GM
stuff.
powers.
Where the hell did my?
I don't know
Oh,
why I
can't-
can't edit your
there it is.
tokens.
There we go.
Are you maybe on the wrong layer?
Does everyone
No, I
have...
definitely I'm on the token. I'm just
There we
gonna
go.
refresh.
Jax,
I
is
can
that
see
good?
now.
Cool. Asa, can you see?
I could see from the beginning.
Yeah, Asa was able to see, but that's how I knew something was messed up because I'm looking at Asa's stream.
Yeah, I can see as well.
I can
Cool.
see, I can
need to
move, I
understand.
edited the health
don't
on my
look at these things.
tokens because that wasn't set up.
I can see.
I can fight.
I can fight!
I
have
can't.
power of God and anime on my side.
I still need 2 or 3 lines for my fucking flash of inspiration.
Flesh of inspiration.
Don't worry about it. It's what because you started talking about that killer. And I had
Oh.
I'm making a song.
Oh. Oh, I'll give you the inspiration you need.
They're killing him.
They're stabbing.
I'm gonna be found out, and this is the worst fucking
So
people to
you
be
guys
around.
now enter this
Oh, fuck off.
You're immediately gonna get killed, by the way.
misted over town.
Frel, if you're still busy with people, I still can't see anything.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I've already switched back to thing, Dirk's gonna have to do it.
Wait, what? What do you want, Master?
Blue and top, bottom right, can't see.
I see check shit.
I'm perfectly fine.
And this is how Barton
I don't-
is metal.
Oh sweet, the angel of death.
Is
Fucking Slayer.
your character counted as a construct or not?
9. I am still a tiefling.
Okay, good.
They are identical to. So Dragon's token and Lauron's tokens are identical to each other.
Do they both have sight?
Yep.
Just refresh then. Next.
That's what I had to do. I refresh.
I will refresh again then.
Yeah, because also just for the sake of this, just to make movement easier, everyone roll initiative. Although you
Hallelujah.
are not in combat currently.
I still can't see anything. I can't even select my token.
That's because you suck.
Oh, come on!
Numbers.
3!
Oh, a 4 initiative. Okay, guys, see you in an hour when it's my
No.
turn.
Can you give me permission to use the token? Maybe that will work.
You do have.
He's in
Ooh.
shit.
Higher than me.
Yeah, I have mine. I have -2 as well.
Maybe delete the token and place your place his token again.
That's what I was thinking.
Are we doing tiebreakers, Dirk?
Sorry.
You doing tiebreakers? So max dex goes first, or
I placed it.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
okay. So I'm still first.
What's
Tiebreakers, basically what I usually have on the point something
Yeah.
behind your
The higher
roll.
your dex, the first you should go. It does
Yeah.
I have
tiebreaker.
+2 on Dex.
Yeah.
+4.
And Frel rolled a 22 that wasn't a crit, so...
Wow, Frow's a dex monkey like me.
Crits don't.
No, I'm not. I just have a high dex.
No, more like he has more dex
Feels bad.
for the initiative.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't rolled yet because yeah.
Still can't touch your
I just
token.
listed the
He
map.
breaks everything!
Me join as GM.
I have no idea why this is
Yeah,
I'm
never
coming to
invite
have a look.
blacks, things break.
percent.
Thanks.
I
You're
really
welcome.
get it working now.
There you go. Now it's that way.
I played for talking about and as you know thing.
No, he just got a sit on there. What are you talking about?
On my end, he does.
No, he doesn't.
What? No, he doesn't. What? On my end, he had everything.
Are you able to see now,
Can you
Lex?
see now, Lex?
No. Let me refresh. Oh no, again.
On my end, he had the 100, and everything.
Nothing's set up on his thing, so.
I can now see shit.
You may
You can
have
still see.
forgotten to save the.
That's
edits.
probably, yeah, you probably got to save token.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of this combat, save all of my tokens.
Where the fuck is tiebreaker again? I can see it.
Settings on your
Just
character
roll it.
sheet.
Just roll it.
Just
With a
Just roll
save
your
dex.
just roll your initiative.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Save
break
dex.
break
Just
dice.
save dex.
Yep, let's look at my character token. The character. So go to character. I can't go to my character.
What do you mean can't? Just click on your token.
I did, but I'm now as in I'm stuck in the like.
You can't get to your character sheet?
I need to go. Let's see if this works. I was like on the settings.
Please
and
don't
it's-
refresh a 10th time.
I was on like the settings screen of my character sheet, and it didn't allow me to go back to my full character sheet.
Oh, well, you know how, right?
Yeah, I'm now back again. So
Okay,
yeah.
click.
Roll your
This
initiative.
is amazing.
Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna
Suck
say
it,
it's because
ball.
it's 8 people plus dynamic lighting.
There we go.
I'm gonna say the dynamic lighting is the big thing.
Hey.
Derp's computer's just gonna die.
Holy crap! I'm not last.
Okay.
No, not at all. You are exactly in the middle.
Right.
Well, not exactly.
So-
Garbage ass roll.
So since Bjorn got natural 20, Fral, you did not get natural 20. I'll let him go first.
That's fucking bullshit.
But
No, you can allow Frog to go first.
Initiative doesn't work
Yeah.
with crits.
Yeah.
Nothing
Frog can
works
go
for
first.
crits except attacks.
Yeah.
I know that, but just
Yeah, no, I was saying
the settings.
Yeah.
Frog can go first.
Okay, I might go first. Cool.
Okay then.
What am I doing? Am I happy? What am I doing in my life?
Yeah, I really don't know.
Blah. I take the dash action.
Oh, okay.
Death action.
That's
Dash.
double movement.
That's my turn.
Yeah.
Bjorn?
Can I look around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk and I'm gonna look around to see. There's, yeah, just to get a general feel for the area.
Okay. So perception then.
Oh, that explains a lot, Pharrell.
Um,
17.
give me a sec to roll these. Wait, no. Okay. Thank you, roll 20. I select advantage and it rolls with disadvantage. That's fine.
Whoop.
Don't deserve the advantage.
Frel, how the fuck do you have 7
Uh,
wisdom?
I've ordered it.
I have 7 in.
through the mist, you can't
7 dex.
see anything directly. You begin to sense you are not alone. There are other entities around you in the mist that you are currently unable to see.
Preemptively, I'm gonna just put my hand on my sword, like, just in case. And I'm gonna say, guys, we're not alone.
No shit, Sherlock.
No. Fucking shit. I need to see which who here are the like ranged fighters. and
All
who
of
are
you
not the
begin
ranged
to
fighters.
see this creature slowly move outside of the mist. You can't see what he looks like or any of his features. You just see a 7-foot tall humanoid
Where? I didn't see
There's a
anything.
thing. There's a thing
I
right there.
think
slowly come out. Well, Yun and
Oh,
The
Bjorn, I
Vanguard.
think, can see it.
The
I
Vanguard can see it.
I can just barely see it.
yeah, I can
It's
also.
probably outrange for some people, but
It's right there.
you guys see
my max vision dark the thing is normally here.
Oh, you have dark
A
vision actually.
piece of armor,
Vision?
a beam,
It's the middle of the day.
I don't
pure
get
black in the
Doesn't matter.
mist. Its head glowing with green energy. Behind, lowered down by its side, is a long shield that goes up its arm, jagged, broken in places, and a long sword. Equally as jagged, but this seems perfectly sharp. The tip of the sword sort of drags along the dirt as it takes its movement towards you and ends its turn staring at you.
Why so far? Why so far away?
Say hello, Fran.
Uh,
Hello.
I haven't seen anything, so I'll just
He did give us a general direction.
yeah, I'll move here.
He's just going down the straight main road.
Can I see who are like the ranged fighters and who are not the ranged fighters?
Would have had to have noticed that before, I don't think. I mean, other than Lester, who's very obvious.
Well, currently I don't have my bow on me. I haven't summoned it yet.
Then yeah, you
So
wouldn't have any real idea other than the gnome sorcerer looking dude.
Damn rangers.
Okay.
Not a ranger.
Maybe
So,
I guess,
so-
what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Took a step to the right, and I'm gonna continue focusing on the song I was writing.
Step to the right. Step to the left. Alright.
Yeah, it's
Bring it
the
back, dog.
I'm back.
welcome back from.
Think that is 30. No, one more.
This is why you space it, so it's easier.
Now, would I be able to have a clear line of sight of
Yeah.
this person?
You can't make out features. You can't make out a face. You can make out the heavy armor, the sword, and the shield.
That's all I need. I'm gonna hold my hand out, and I'm gonna fuck me.
It'll just in your cockiness. You kind of, yeah, you go and you raise your hand to cast a spell, and you kind of look back, almost cocky to the rest of your party, go, "Fuck yeah!" and cast the spell, and it just flies to the air.
Damn malfunction.
He cuts through the mist, and then the mist suddenly begins
What was
to
that?
swarm back around.
It's a flare.
There's a pitch and just drop
Yeah,
out.
pretty much holds his hands out and then just says "fuck me," and then I have I end my turn by having my hand on my sword, ready to
Do you
draw.
not have 2 attacks? Because
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast is the best cantrip in the game. That's why.
Oh, cool.
Peak character. Are you?
No, man.
Oh, fuck.
No.
I didn't realize I could do that. Cool.
They're better. Like
Eldritch Blast is
guidance.
fucking OP.
That's probably not that much better, but still.
Wonder.
This time you focus more and you shoot, and it sends it directly at the creature, the being. The being, in lightning speed, something faster than you would have expected, just takes its shield and just bats away the spell, and puts the shield back down.
Anyone who's near me would notice that there is a giant grin on my face, and I definitely draw. As long as it's a free action, I definitely draw my weapon now.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
the
you draw your
intent of
weapon.
murder.
These people behind you, so they wouldn't see your face, and these guys are looking forward. So no one would actually see your face.
Good.
No one else can see your fucking face.
Do I
Good.
not? Okay.
I mean, Bjorn, you might be able to catch a glimpse.
Perception.
It's not your turn.
Not just to see if
Just for the
I see
sake of
him.
this like totally inconsequential thing.
Yeah,
Sure, you see
essentially.
him
Yeah,
grin.
exactly. I just.
Ooh, I like this lightning. There's lighting. Ooh, I'm inside the building. But yeah, I move up to here
Okay.
and I cast aid on the tree in front of me.
You're
So we
so
gain hit
close.
points maximum is increased by 5. Okay.
It does absolutely nothing to me
Why not?
because I am automatically have 5 hit points extra.
Increases it.
Yeah.
you can get
Increases
another
my max.
And,
Yeah.
yeah,
Alright.
It's your max, not your temporary.
Alright,
five.
alright.
It's target hit points maximum.
Cool.
is 5. And you
So I'm
get
at 80.
80.
I'm at 80. Alright, cool.
So
And
for
that's
8 hours.
And that is for 8 hours.
Oh, shit. Alright, let me actually change that then.
So end your turn.
Where do I put that?
Just remember your old HP in the head 5.
I'm just gonna put it on my token and not change it on my
Yeah,
character.
I'm putting it on mine.
I mean, on the character sheet, isn't there on the top right of your health bar a temporary
temporary.
health?
That's
No,
That's
that,
temporary
that,
health,
that,
that's
that's the
temporary.
issue. That's temporary health, not a temporary max health increase.
Just you not to remember it. It's only
Okay.
4
Cool,
HP.
because I didn't know that, so now I know where my temp
that
goes.
fucking chair is so fucking loud.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, new chair.
So end your turn.
I draw my weapon, even though it's a spare, and you just see me as holding it near me.
So, yeah.
Keep the turn short.
Squeak.
GX.
I can mute you.
Please don't purposely do it, Dragon.
Can you do?
I thought I muted my microphone, that's why.
No, you didn't.
I'm using the other one!
Maybe
So that
that's
is why
why.
we're not allowed.
That's why I probably sound like garbage.
I mean, I
No,
watched
no.
your streams. That wasn't in your streams, right?
Let's keep.
Go ahead,
track of the
keep
time,
going,
guys.
keep going.
Continue.
Yeah,
keep
Jax.
going.
For some reason, my character sheet says I have 35 feet of movement, and I'm not sure why.
Half
Cause,
health?
What rate?
yeah, I'm a half elf.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they get
35.
+5.
No, that's 30.
30.
You might just
Yeah.
put it in wrong.
So, I don't know if there's some sort of. I'm just gonna go 30.
Yeah, do so.
My chair probably doesn't sound as bad.
Yeah, it's
Could
only
be.
30.
Yeah.
Oh my god, drink sounds
It's only 30.
Yeah, you're now way quieter. They might have.
Alright, I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Shield of Faith.
It might have picked Wood Elf, Fleet of Foot,
You're
Heritage.
actually gonna do a cleric thing? Holy shit.
Shield of Faith with buffs myself. I always
That's
cast it.
paladin. Yeah.
Ah, shit, you're doing it to yourself. Never mind.
Yeah, screw you guys.
Does end your turn?
Yep.
Lester.
Ah, my turn. Okay.
It's Bowman.
Apparently, oh, there we go. Kind of.
Hey,
Go up here and look to Dragon and just say, "This is how you do it," and I'm gonna fire 2 arrows at him.
Roll for it.
15.
Misses.
Holy shit!
Okay. Second one, oh, that's 26.
Okay. It's 26 hits.
Oh,
Right.
First arrow ding, bounces off the armor. Second arrow hits it right in the gut, in between the trouser and the torso armor. Gets it right in the hip.
you can see Jim just covering his face with his arms, just like bending over away from where the arrows are coming from.
22 hit points of damage.
22.
Yep, 22.
That's sharpshooter, Jesus.
Has this thing done anything, or are we just attacking it?
We
Yeah,
are
it
still.
just
are
walks
just
out
attacking
in a
it.
misty. But
It's
the
like-
quest is to deal with any threats.
Right.
Well,
this
Dragon
might be
was
like some
just
dying
attacking.
dude who's like, I've come to help you, and you've just shot him.
I mean, it's,
Hey, in my defense, I do this a lot.
Yeah, even with helpful NPCs.
Even with helpful PCs.
I've killed 2 NPCs.
So, Lester, does Andrew go?
Mm-hmm.
Over.
Yeah.
Argart.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were a thing in this.
Sometimes I space out if it's been a while. Okay, I use my owl. I still have that to wait. Oh right, not the owl token. I don't do initiative for my owl. Oh yeah, you already have it. I just tell it to fly 60 feet in that direction. Then and obviously a bit above. So should I go a bit less? Whatever.
Just your movement.
What? The owl movement is 60.
So the arm moves 60 feet forward.
Okay,
Gonna
yeah,
start
whatever.
Hovering
60.
just above Ewan's head, a little bit forward above.
Should I have gone more above so I see more? But would that be hard for you to set up with the seeing stuff?
No, you can share vision.
Yeah. No. Okay, can we make it so it's maybe just 45 feet, but or 40 feet and 20
Just-
feet in the air, so I can have a bit more of a
Do that.
overview? So what would be like 40 feet here, right? And then a bit more above. And then I would like to see through my owl's eyes and do a perception check.
Well, you see through the owl's eyes, you'd see without perception check
Yeah.
being required, you see this, and even with a perception check, nothing.
Oh, so I don't even have to roll for perception.
It's
The
a
mist is
thick
too
mist.
strong. The second you look through the owl's eyes, you see this is pretty thick. You're unable to see anything.
Because I
believe
even would have
Benjamin
advantage,
is
I guess.
Phantom's name, Ace.
What if I just cast daylight and got rid of all the mist?
You can certainly try.
I mean, can I check if it's magical mist?
Oh right,
Yeah,
you guys didn't check.
We know it's
And I
magical.
didn't tell you.
Asa. Yeah, Asa's the only one who knows it's magical.
Daylight gets
Yeah,
rid
you
of magic
didn't tell me
darkness.
this, so can I check for it?
It's not darkness.
I wouldn't care. So
Yeah, okay, so he didn't tell, right?
No,
That
I
is
was busy with
magical.
my song.
Yeah, okay,
I
then
saw
I would
mist, I
like
went
to,
back to my song.
then I would like to check that, and after that I guess I end my turn. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay, check.
Arcana, a check, right? Normal.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know
This
this
is
is magic.
very obviously magical.
Gotcha.
For whatever purpose you don't know, but this is definitely magical.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's all. Half an hour later.
Ewan.
So Yun basically sees this thing in front of it. He sees missiles just being shot from behind him into it, some hitting, some going wide, and he just panics. He puts both his hands together, creates this sigil, and releases it. And within his space, 2 more of him start to appear as he casts mirror image. And he goes, I don't want to be here. Don't want to be here. Ah. It's not other things. It's just
I was just putting the tokens in and I was going to remove the health thing so you know. Because, like, can't you move them?
No, it's not that. It's they're in the same space as me.
Mhm.
I just
Okay.
have to read the spell.
Okay.
fucking coward.
That's my turn.
Thank God I finished my song to see you split in 3 others.
I'm still one person.
I could split him into 6.
It's just like I have 2 illusions.
No,
Okay.
So is that end your turn?
Yeah.
Yawn.
Okay, so yeah, he is really far away. So I walk a bit forward. So I walk like this, and then I just pull out my sword as it just falls into the ground, and I'm readying an attack. Should the guy come, I will. That's my action. I'm readying my action to do an attack.
Okay. As you begin to prepare the sword, the creature then begins to move forward. Once it reaches you, make your attack.
Okay.
30 feet of movement.
So attack action. So I get 2 attacks. Rip. So
You
I
take
just
your attack, and then as this thing comes,
I get 2 attacks because I have an extra attack.
as this creature gets
Yes.
closer, the first
Extra
one
attack.
this is pretty
Attack
free.
twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action.
This is
Every
kind of
different
freaky.
attack
You
action.
didn't
So I
take the
get 2
attack
attacks.
action.
Let Derp talk.
Yeah, he did. He was readying an attack action.
Hmm.
He takes his sword. In this moment, you look. This guy looks terrifying. And the first thing, you have to close your eyes as you attack. Then the second one, you steel yourself. You understand that this is a fight. You bring the sword up. But in that moment, when you were steeling yourself, he's already put his shield up. Ding! Your blade just bounces away. This guy takes his attacks. 16 to hit, 30 to hit, and 16 to hit.
30 to 8?
Yeah, that's a natural 19.
I blame
16.
There's a
Dragon.
plus 11. Oh my god.
So 16 to hit.
16 to hit on 2 attacks, and then a 30 to hit on 1.
A 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So-
all hit.
God damn it.
30? That never hits me.
Okay.
They all hit. I have 16 AC.
That is unfortunate, as you take
70 points of damage.
How much damage do I take?
using a calculator because there's a lot of numbers. 74.
You could
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, wait, can you say that again, Derp?
74.
I'm done.
I couldn't understand.
The creature takes up its sword and in 3 quick strikes, in a Z shape, you see Bjorn hold his greatsword and collapse into the dust.
Is this Sorrow?
Santoyu.
It then lowers its arms again, back into this. No, 74, not 47.
Oh, 74. That's even.
It then puts its a sword and shield back down and stares at the rest of the group.
How much health do you have, Velvet?
65.
Okay.
You'll be
Because
fine.
of the 5 extra. But I have low AC, apparently.
I think it's because of Dragon. Or
Don't blame me, it's not because of me.
or it's because Derp didn't balance it.
Probably is balanced with 80, but that's the thing, we have 2
Yeah,
healers.
it's a group of 8 times 6.
Alright, continue.
48.
From
This
a
is
single.
so far below.
Anyway, let's get going.
Fuck's sake.
Asa.
Let's see, I move over here. I see the abomination and the downed Bjorn now, right?
Yeah.
Well, this isn't good. I cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Bjorn as a bonus action.
Damn, man.
Yeah, so Bjorn, you get healed to 13 and roll that Constitution saving throw. Unless you want to roll con, and then if you actually just roll it. Sorry.
Constitution.
You want to hide the fact that you're still awake, or
No, I get up.
okay.
It's a house rule.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You begin.
And as my action, Dissonant Whispers.
But there would be 2 spells, right?
So like,
Nope.
wisdom
No,
saving.
Healing Word is a bonus action.
You
Argar.
can't cast 2 spells that use spell slots in the same turn, though.
I
Yeah.
don't include with
No,
bonus
you can't
action.
cast. You can cast a spell with a spell slot as an action if you do it as a bonus action. That's the way it's ruled.
So like, wisdom
It's-
saving throw.
No. If
No.
that's the
No.
case, then it's not Dissonant Whispers that I'm casting. In that case, it's Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, that's cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You're amazing with these damage rolls. Holy shit.
Yeah, mom, gay.
Oh, how does that fail? Natural 4.
Alright.
What do you say?
I mean, how did you insult me?
So yeah, what do you say?
Yeah,
What do you
I was thinking of it and then
Okay.
crap.
I say you're doing your work. You're doing my work for me. Thanks.
I would have said I've seen uglier, but I've only seen you thus far.
Even though you can't see his face through the green energy, he kind of lowers his head a little bit in sadness. So he hears your words and recognizes he is not the prettiest.
My self-esteem. I thought I was a pretty girl.
thought I was a pretty.
Yeah, but
My mom told me I was beautiful.
That was it, yeah.
with the healing words, you see the energy go into Bjorn as he begins to breathe in and jams his sword into the dirt, gets up into one knee, back up onto his feet as he's now up. Baracus.
See, there we go. Thank you, Argard.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
I'm going to move here. That's 30 feet. And I'm going to attack with, I don't know if anybody knows what a katana is, but it's basic. If not,
I'm
it's
pretty sure
basically...
I know what a katana.
We're all weebs. We all know.
Well, no.
We all know what a
We
katana
all
is.
watch
I'm
fucking
Oh, in
anime.
character.
Yeah, not I fuck, you're all weebs. I already know.
Oh, right.
What I'm talking about in character is
I'm not a weeb.
fancy,
And I don't know nothing of weaponry, so yeah.
but either way.
That's a crit.
Hey!
1.
Congrats. You rolled worse
Only
than that.
7 damage.
Yeah, it's only the first one.
So that's 7 damage.
That was a crit, though.
Yeah,
So,
and then
what do you have
second.
attack?
Even your hit after it, just hit high.
Is that both of them?
Yes, that's both attacks.
Okay.
So
You take
basically,
your first sword and you just
Sorry.
right into the gut, and you look up into his face, and you try in like a sort of an attempt to get satisfaction from looking to the face of somebody you just stabbed, and he looks down to face you, but all you can see is green energy. As you take your sword, you go up and slash, and the sword just bounces off the helmet.
you might actually be worth killing. Maybe you'll be my new toy.
Hi. My turn.
Attack good and evil.
Yes, I move 30 feet. Yes, I cannot move anymore. And on Bjorn, I first cast and then Shield of Fate.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my god, that's funny.
So, Bjorn, you get +2 AC.
Cast it on me.
No, cast it on me.
Cast it
No.
on.
And
I'm
after that,
really
I cast.
uncomfortable.
My armor class would be 27 if you cast it on me.
Ah,
Why would it be 27 again?
Because it's 21 with my armor, it's 23 with
Your
my
armor
shield.
got destroyed in the snake cave.
Oh, you never told me that.
I removed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's still on there.
Well,
And
it's not equipped. It got destroyed.
Okay.
I use Cure Wounds on him as well. So yeah, we gain 14.
Same issue as just.
You're not
You're
close
using
enough.
two skill. You're
No.
using 2 spell slots.
No.
Or are you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. You have resources for cure wounds. Never mind.
I have Blessed Touch, which makes me able to use Cure Wounds as first level without spending a spell slot a number of times equal to the healer's level.
It's touch.
But
it's
it's a touch
range.
spell. I can't reach.
You are also 10 feet away.
Unless,
Oh.
unless you're poking him with your
Ah.
spear
No.
to touch him.
Unless you have 10 feet long arms.
Oh, then I just use
Now you
healing
want to
word.
come out there.
Oh no, that's a bonus action. God damn it.
Yeah, and can't do it because Shield of Fate.
There's so many fucking spells that I can use just not random.
oh,
So that's it.
Yeah. No wait, Shield of Fate's only a bonus action. I can attack
Yeah,
as long as I don't kill.
Yeah,
can
but
attack, but you're
how?
not in range.
Can you hit
Yeah,
from
15
feet?
foot range.
Unless
Like, yes, a spell.
Cantrip.
Oh, they're
Trip.
dead.
I find
That is
I have
so
two
sad.
I have
No,
two
What the
attacking
hell is
spells.
wrong?
You cast a
with
spell,
It's only the bottom
And-
damage.
you can feel the energy release from you and go straight towards the creature. And there is seemingly zero effect.
Well, yay.
You done goof.
I need to read off my character sheet.
Did you just skip my turn?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Because
Don't get it.
I mean, I'm not doing much, but
Oran did the second thing and I got.
yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
I will, but I have half an hour.
Well, I'm not tanky, I'm not strong, and I don't have any damaging spells, so I'm just going to take the dodge action and wait.
Wow.
I can't do anything. My strength is 14 and I'm a strength character.
Why though?
Because I rolled
Strength
really
for
badly
it.
at the start of the campaign.
Yeah, and
That's
then there's me who
Okay.
has rolled 18s consistently.
Hunter's mark on the guy. And then just gonna fire 2 arrows straight at him. First one being
You cut out.
13, probably.
no, 13, 30.
Okay, that hits.
Wait, 30 to hit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it is
have
a
plus
lot.
11.
Yeah.
First, arrow does. Aw.
Yeah, good job, Derp. I'm never hitting the guy.
Oh, that makes up for it.
If you need, no, if you need
20
to balance
damage. 20 damage for the first hit.
Yeah.
Second hit is 14. Misses.
20 fucking damage, Jesus Christ.
I'll be 1 minute.
So yeah, the first one hits it in the shoulder. Second one just goes wide.
And I'm gonna just take a step back.
No.
Ulven.
No.
Yeah. I can see the fucking, how is he called? Whatever, enemy.
King.
So I am just go ahead and should be within a 120 and go with Scorching Ray. Yeah. Level 2. Yep. Or would I have done it with advantage? Is he prone?
No.
No, it's not prone. It's Hunter's mark.
The red circle is just.
It's that
Yeah.
he's marked
No,
That's
it-
by...
the Hunter's mark.
Yeah.
It's just that Velvet used that as prone. Saturday. Friday.
So you got a shout out.
Oh, sorry.
With
Scorching
20
Ray
minutes
was-
left.
I'm sorry. Scorching
I mean,
Ray
this is
was-
probably going to go over a little bit
Oh, wow.
if you guys are able to.
I can stay for like an extra 20 minutes.
Why would Twitch?
Let's keep him going.
Wait, what? Twitch is shouting me out?
Yeah.
In this server.
Oh shit,
You cast a spell.
person hosted me for 1
Three
viewer.
balls of fire emanate from you. All three come crashing down. The first one hits it square in the face, the fire mixing with the green energy, then dissipating. The next two, it sees you, sees the fire, and puts up its shield and will dissipate off the shield itself.
Okay.
That's a strong as shield, man.
And I guess I'm gonna move to here. Because reasons. Okay. That's it for me.
Double turn order.
Top of the round.
So
I don't know what the fuck Frel is.
I turn back, see what's happening. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. I can't leave. I need help. Okay, I know how to do this. And I quickly create a sigil on my hand and put it next to my neck, and then move to here.
And then
And
you suicide.
I moved technically to that space there, Derp. This is here I am.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I use Dragon's Breath at 3rd level for lightning damage.
Okay, dexterity 7.
He's a dragonborn.
Oh, rolled a 15. But he fails.
Takes 8 points of lightning damage. plus 3 points of lightning damage.
Oh no, I
Well,
didn't.
Heart of the Storm.
So 8 plus 3.
So it takes 11 points of lightning damage.
Okay. As you put it to your neck and then just breathe and lightning just arcs before striking it. It doesn't have time to react. It attempts to put its sword to try and parry it, but it just doesn't get it in time. And
Ashley,
lightning arcs across the armor.
I use 1 trophy point to empower this. Not empower the spell, but no, it is empower the spell to re-roll the 2 ones.
Okay.
So.
Takes 1 more damage.
Yeah,
Still
do
works.
9. Perfect.
So a blue dragonborn sword.
Same effect. Arcs across, and you see the lightning flicker across the armor and then fade.
Okay, and then I go there.
And he's gone again.
Beyond.
Okay.
Ah, thought.
I move around him like this. I can do that.
God damn, why are you moving away from me?
Rip. Okay,
Why don't
so-
you move that out of curiosity to get flanking?
Mm-hmm.
What? Where?
One
Here?
square
Yeah.
lower. No, one to the left. There.
Does this count?
That's flank.
That counts
Yeah.
as flanking. You
I
have to
don't
be
know where he's
directly
placed.
opposite.
I don't know where he's facing.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
it doesn't matter where it's facing.
This counts as flanking according to 5th
Okay.
edition.
Okay, so I rolled with advantage, right?
Yeah.
So I do 2 attacks,
Good advantage.
and
26.
in
Bad
this
damage.
and in this first one, I'm going to use 1 maneuver to do a disarming attack.
Okay. What does he need to do?
And I
Expend once.
strength saving throw, and I roll 1d8 that I can add 2
Natural 1.
to the damage.
Yep.
So 5 damage. So I add my 5 damage to that. So
So on the
also,
first,
also
actually-
because of great weapon fighting, I get to reroll my dice if I want from the damage roll.
Yep.
So I'm rolling 2d6.
Val with just all the fucking
So-
stuff now.
So it takes 11 damage plus 5, 16. And his weapon drops.
so minus 16. You flank around, and in the moment, taking your greatsword, doing an upward strike, it puts its sword out to attempt to parry it away. But your strength is too strong for this. The sword goes flying straight up in the air, landing about 5 foot behind him,
And then
sticking
the
up out of the
second
ground.
attack.
Second one, you cut across his midsection in a horizontal strike, cutting straight through. Baracus, you see the blade come out on the other side, but the armor still stays standing.
Okay. And as my free action, I want to kick his sword if it's in range.
No, it's currently like embedded into the ground.
Oh.
Essentially.
He
in
says
his
5
file.
feet behind him, right?
I mean, you can try, but that wouldn't be a free action because it's like actively interfering with his.
Free action is like talking.
Yeah, free action is like talking and
Interacting
bringing-
with objects is also a free action.
Not
Interacting
always.
with objects once per turn is a free action, depending on the object.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the object, this would be like directly interfering with this combat. So I'd say that would require a minimum of a bonus action.
Like,
So-
If the weapon has
Opening
been
a
embedded-
door.
A bonus
would be
action?
free
I have a
action.
bonus action.
So yeah, you can do that if you want.
Can I kick it away? Like in this
Uh,
direction?
Yep.
You can pick it up as a free action. That's
Yeah.
part of the list.
Okay, so I put my sword away and I grab his.
That's your free
Putting
action
sword
is
away is
shoot,
free
right?
action.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
a free action, you can just take an object. So
Yeah,
So-
I put my sword away and I take his.
Are you
It's my
proficient with it?
You now have a.
I don't know, but at least I can throw it away.
You now have
It takes an
a.
action to pick up a sword.
no, it's a free action.
There's
No.
an action to
That's
free action to
equipping.
draw. Yeah,
It's
to draw.
under the list of free actions. It says interacting with an object, dropping a sword, drawing a weapon, picking up an object, opening a door, pulling a lever.
Object. Picking up
Well,
weapons.
yeah, picking up an object and picking up the weapon of your enemy is
It's
like two different tiers of like
Can I use
serious
my
to
bonus
do.
action?
So as the bonus action, you can pick it up.
So I take his sword as well.
So you reach down, you grab it. Roll a wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving
Brain
throw.
be melted.
No.
Yeah,
How
no,
much
it's
is
even
the
worse.
bandage
It's a
too?
3. It's a 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
6 plus 4. You take as you lift it up, you suddenly hear a voice in your head, and a face appears in your vision that you can't see, almost forming out of the mist. And you hear a female voice. You are not worthy. And then a blast of pain as you just instantly let go. You take 10 psychic damage.
10.
As you go to pick up the sword, that happens, and you just can't. The pain is too great. You let go of the sword and take 10 damage.
Okay. Not done yet.
Going.
Okay.
I did heal
that's
him
my
for
turn.
13.
No, you healed me for 14, I think.
13.
Oh, 13. Yeah. No, I'm
no,
sure.
I healed for. Oh no, wait, that was him.
No, it was 13. My
Yeah.
my number says 3, and for some reason I thought no, it was 14. Even though
No,
I,
that was lags.
my token was right, I wasn't.
I healed for 13.
Yeah.
I scrolled up to mine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that ends your turn.
Yes.
Death Knight goes over, takes his bonus action to grab onto the sword and lift it up into the sky, and then in a spinning action, cuts across towards you. 29 to hit.
It hits.
Yeah, so that's 31 damage as it cuts across your chest.
dear God!
Instantly spins around to attack Baracus in 2 strikes in an X pattern. 24 and 22 to hit.
You're fine.
Both hit.
How
So
much
that's
did I
30
take?
You took 31.
Yeah, I'm done again.
That's 3 HP. It can just like flick you in the nose. And, like, that's 30 plus 30 plus 29.
59.
59.
Cool, I'm still up. 59 minus 5 is 54. So I take 54.
Yeah, 59. As a X strike across you, it now stands ready, sword and shield again. As a
Let's see, that was willing, right?
It should be mine if it hits, but
Uh,
they ain't working that well.
Is he within range?
depends on what
Yeah,
your range
he's,
is.
he's within range.
You're shooting over my head.
Maybe.
Not fucking that.
I cast hold person.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
Okay. It succeeds.
That was fast.
So one time.
So you go and cast the spell, and you see the rest of you see the magical effect attempt to take over, and then it kind of jolts. The armor kind of shakes it off, and the magic just dissipates.
Well, shit.
Baracus. Oh no, do you have any more time? Sorry.
Let's see. Inspiration is a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm inspiring you, dragon. Metal man, you can do it. Don't get cut in two like the other guy. You have a D8 inspiration to use.
So
Wow,
that's the
D8.
extra damage.
Not to damage.
To hit and to skill checks, I believe.
And so
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, ability check, attack or save.
Does he look like he's hurt? Like, is he actually hurting?
You can see there's now a slowness to his movement. The torso armor is actually maybe half an inch separated from the legs. He doesn't seem in any danger of dying immediately. You've done quite a bit of damage to him.
Excellent. You seem to be a very good toy as I attack. First one. Hit.
He takes his parry reaction, takes up his sword, ding! The blade just bounces away in a flurry of sparks.
Are you easily gonna use your?
No,
Yeah,
because
I am.
that has to be for your next
Well-
attack then.
Yeah. No, yeah, because that would be after the result. So,
Yep.
yeah, okay. So, yeah. And then I'll use the D8 with that.
The
He's
sheer
using the
strength
D8
of him
with-
deflecting the blade away from you puts you almost off balance as you go around for a second strike and you just misjudge the distance between you now as it just whiffs the air in front of him.
He was still
So
rolling
even
the
with
D8
even if
for
I get an
that.
8,
Oh, D8, sorry. Yeah, you said you were doing that.
Nope.
yeah, okay, then I'm gonna hit.
Same thing.
Yeah, no.
Just misses.
Does he have 20 AC?
More.
Yes.
He has
Probably.
Yes, 20. So.
Oh wait, no, and with the parry action, it gives you extra. So
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, he
nothing else.
he has 20 AC and he used the parry action, which adds +6.
Yeah, no.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I guess that's
Is that your turn?
anything to reduce
Yeah.
AC.
Would happen.
Touch me, magic man.
No, my priorities go over people that are down compared to people that are still up. I have spells that can get you up. I go up to here and use Prayer of Healing.
Prayer
Third
healing
level.
takes 10 minutes.
Really?
Yep. I've had this
Okay, 10
entire
minutes.
situation with my character. Takes a whole
Ah.
10 minutes to do it.
Fine.
Ready, Prayer of Healing. Yeah, that's a 10-minute cast.
So that's
Yeah.
about 100 rounds.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to spend 100 turns doing it,
No,
Not
I
100.
Exactly.
I guess normal cure wounds first at 3rd level. Withdrawals. Hello? Yes, hello.
29.
You get,
Oh,
you regain
dear
29.
God.
Hi. And then my bonus action cure wounds. Or my other.
Shit.
No. Let's see. Oh no, wait! I cannot use that. I just realized even though I don't use a spell slot for it.
You can't use it when you use regular cure wounds.
I cannot use it when I can use it as a bonus action. I can use healing words as a bonus action, but that would still use up a
Mm-hmm.
I think so. You cast it as a spell, not as a resource this time.
Punch him.
Yeah.
Punch the guy.
Bonus action, offhand
That's a
attack.
bonus action.
Nah, that's a monk.
No, you can do it, I think.
you know you can only do it when you take the attack action with your main hands weapon.
As a monk.
Well, no, as anyone. If you have 2 weapons, you can.
There's a 2-weapon fighter, but
Yeah.
you can't unarmed attack.
I already used spell slots for this because
You can do that, but it will just not get any modifiers, and you'll most likely just do 1 damage if you hit.
Well, you can only do it if you would take the attack action with your main hand weapon.
that's my turn.
Okay. Jax, you'll go. Actually, sorry. Bjorn, you need to roll constant.
For being down, or
For waking up.
For waking up. As
Oh.
you wake up and you come to consciousness, this time you don't get the chance to stand up. Being downed already, you're still, the wind's still knocked out of you, still come to breath, but you're now awake. So,
I am not taking
Am
the
I
regeneration
prone?
spell. That'd be so crap. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do. Is anyone down?
No, the only
Anymore.
person that
Yeah,
was
it
down
doesn't
just
matter.
got picked up.
I'm hurt.
Screw you.
Tickety-tickety-tickety-tack.
I guess I can bestow curse on it and that's about it. Yeah, I'll go do that.
What is this illustration again?
A chain of healers just healing Bjorn. Here, pass this on. Here, pass this on. Heal him.
Cure,
Oh.
cure.
Yeah.
I'll cast Bestow Curse on the creature.
Can you put that in chat? Or just-
Right, I can't put it in chat, but I can just tell you what it does. I think it's a Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, it makes a Wisdom saving throw. If it fails, then it has disadvantage on all attacks that attack me.
What's the DC?
It is
Your 8 plus 3 plus
50,
wisdom.
15.
15? Yeah, it succeeds.
Okay, yeah, that's about it.
You go up and you cast a spell, and it just dissipates across the armor. Doesn't take any effect.
Yeah, I can't really do much.
That's the.
First, they're gonna scream out, "Stop getting close to that goddamn thing!" and then fire another 2 arrows again. Before that, I'm gonna conjure arrows. So I have 20 of them magical arrows. 28 for the first hit.
Hits.
4, 9, 13 plus 20 damage.
Nice.
Second one hit is, oh, damn it, another 15.
Misses. First arrow again. This time hits it in like the elbow, and it goes to move and breaks the shaft of the arrow in the elbow, and in that movement the arrow just misses.
I'm gonna take another step back. That end my turn.
Okay. Lovely. Oh, he went AFK, right?
Yeah, he just
Mhm.
went AFK.
Of course he did.
Want to just hold his
Magic missile.
I need to actually read things.
Hold this turn for a bit.
Or just have him cast Firebolt or something.
No, he's an illusionist. He only
I was
has
gonna say he holds his action.
he only has fire spells because he has
A bird?
no, because he was
You-
given those.
For fuck's sake.
Goddamn Frau.
See, people leave when it's their turn.
It's not. Oh, that's Frau's turn.
Mm-hmm.
The two people who went AFK are back to back.
Frau is here.
Twin cast.
Twin guessed what?
I assume Dirk would know that.
Jesus.
Holy dear
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Wow.
So,
Well, you missed the second
he
one.
rolled
9
two
to hit.
crits.
that's what?
It isn't a crit fail.
18, 22,
And
20.
fuck.
You need to roll a d8. So what
No,
type
no,
of
that-
damage?
that's the first set.
23 plus 5.
The first
20.
set is 2d8.
No, a d8 to see what damage type it is.
It takes you, after you roll the damage, choose one of the d8s. So he already
Actually,
rolled the
yeah, roll it.
d8s.
You already rolled with the things.
It says use
Oh.
one
Then-
of the two
What he needs
d8s.
to choose then.
Psychic. That's 7, so that's the one.
Yeah, so psychic damage, yeah, 28 damage.
Yeah.
As you cast the bolt, just the pinkish purple energy so rubs from your hands, smacks across the helmet. The helmet then suddenly looks at the ground as it takes the impact of the blow, and then rolls its neck, and you can hear like an ethereal, ominous cracking as it rolls its neck and turns to face Baraka still.
Don't look too. And
Bjorn. Half your movement to stand up, but it doesn't really.
okay, I stand up.
You have two healers next to you.
Keeping just everyone's babysitting Bjorn.
I get advantage on the attack, right?
Yeah.
Because of the flanking thingy. Okay.
Isn't it 3-point flanking now?
Triple advantage. No. Okay, so
You can move through allies.
attack Woo!
Hey.
I'm gonna use my maneuver again to
Disarm him.
disarm him. So there.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
15.
Misses. So he's disarmed. Where did the swords drop this time?
You're gonna
Wait, so he
try-
fails.
He failed.
It's important to.
Yeah, he failed his disarm.
You
check.
failed. Yeah. You need to
Okay.
roll. It's a DC 16.
DC, okay, that's it. I was looking for the DC.
Mhm.
You go and you smash. This time you
It
cut
takes
across the neck, go
27
down,
damage.
locking the sword arm in your hand. You smash the pommel. The blade doesn't fly away. It just clatters to the ground. On
To the ground?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so as my second attack, I'm gonna do a shove. I'm gonna shove him into a direction. So
So this is just a strength.
here or here. It's
So it's just
athletics
a strength
versus.
contest. What?
It's
Oh, no.
Don't shove him,
Yeah, don't.
Why not?
because he's
No,
currently
he's already said
surrounded.
it. So yeah, roll.
Yeah, he's gonna
athletics.
still be surrounded. I'm just gonna shove him here.
Roll for it.
Okay, with advantage, cause flanking.
Yes. It's 20. It doesn't take any damage, but you just all of your might into the push, shove him forward.
Shoving him here, and then I'm moving here. So, and I'm just gonna stand on top of the blade.
Okay.
Okay.
His turn.
I'm back, but sorry. that-
Everyone within a 30-foot radius.
Yes.
Also,
Oh yeah,
how
Yeah.
much damage did he take there? He took
He took-
27.
20.
No, it's 27 because I added the superiority die.
The D8 is also extra damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 27.
Mhm.
This thing is looking rough. That strike put its armor is now almost falling apart. And in this moment, you see the green energy flare up and channels its entire being into the ground. Everything in a 30-foot radius needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Isn't
Cool.
Frowl is out of
Prowl
line?
is included in that.
My owl isn't included,
That is
right?
such depressingly low damage.
Well,
Hello?
Your owl
Alright.
is flying above it, right?
No, this is a. This
What?
Is a
What kind of bullshit is this? Isn't it like high?
the owl's the owl's in the air as well.
Yeah.
It's moving 15 feet upwards.
Yeah, it's 50. No, 20 even, or something like that. I think I made it 40 feet move, and
Yeah,
then
he didn't
20
say
feet
how
up
high it
there.
was going. It just went up a
He
little
did
bit.
say,
So
He did say he was
Yeah.
moving
he
20
did
feet
say,
up.
yeah, 20 feet up.
20 feet upwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
40 forward, 20 up.
So it needs to roll Constitution.
My owl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Dragon. Dragon's
That's,
done it. She's done it. Fuffer's done it.
Owl
There
number
are-
3.
Let's need Frau.
Why?
Frau and the owl.
All around me are. You're
All of you fail. As it
Fuck
channels its
you.
entire being into the ground, it takes its sword up and goes to smash it into the ground, and suddenly a sphere of bright green energy explodes outwards.
Yeah,
All of you take 14 necrotic damage, and all of you are knocked prone as this
Man.
massive destructive wave
Yeah.
bursts out.
what
They only
did
get 7 damage.
Frel roll? Because
No,
he's
all
the-
of you failed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I can't
Frel.
see Frel.
Thrall didn't roll
It's
Constitution.
roll.
'Cause
Be right
Frol's
back.
not
Gonna
here.
go to the bathroom.
You said it's
Yeah.
14 damage though?
This is why you don't go AFK when you're fucking playing games.
Also, sorry guys that I wrote be right back earlier, right? And
Yeah, but you wrote BRB.
As your turn started.
Yeah, as your turn
As my
began.
turn started? Are you serious? I was
like,
like,
what-
okay, I see in turn
what-
order there are 2 people between me. So was it turn order just wrong?
No, short
There were
turns.
2 people, but there's no short turns.
Oh, I'm
Sure.
sorry.
How much damage
It
was
always took so long, so I was
14
like, ah, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the toilet.
This is
14
Frau's.
minus 5, I take 9 points of damage.
Wait,
yeah.
so does that just mean I
Frau
turn
just
off-
takes 7 damage. All of you take 14.
I take 7
I take
because Damage resistance versus necrotic.
Okay.
Wait, so does it mean my turn just got completely skipped?
I am
Well,
fine.
you-
It was hold.
You're holding an action. So how you do?
How about that I called my owl back?
No.
No, your turn's gone, man.
Yeah, like after the explosion, that was the trigger. The explosion was the trigger for you to do your action.
Was anyone
Okay.
holding concentration or something, by the way? Because I imagine people took damage.
Also, Frau, I added your damage to your attack.
I'm back.
How much damage did I take?
You took 7 because I rolled the con save for you. And you succeeded.
Oh,
So
well,
really,
yeah,
I
save.
keep concentration. Cool.
I need to roll concentration because
Wait, I failed with 20.
No, you
You
succeeded with 20.
succeeded.
it's half damage for.
You took half damage and you didn't get knocked prone. Everyone else took 14 and got knocked prone. 14 is depressingly low, by the way. I didn't roll average damage on any of the dice.
Oh.
Okay, so whose turn is
That's a
it?
good thing.
Yeah, it was Jackson and Aaron need to make a concentration check for the Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's concentration again? Between two of
That's
us.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution
DC 10.
saving?
DC 10.
Ah, succeed.
Succeed.
So you still have the +2, Bjorn.
Okay, Asa, you'll go.
Heal me.
Wait, didn't you say the explosion was the trigger?
Oh yeah, no. God, you get your action and it's now Asa's turn.
Yeah,
go
so
ahead
do
and
your
take
action.
action.
Okay, my action. Actually, I'm gonna use. Everyone around him is prone, right?
Yeah, directly,
almost.
directly around him is prone.
So I could use major image. Well, yeah, with owl, no. With owl. No, I could use major image. And around the 15 cube of him, where also the other people are, I basically want to make copies of the, of the 4 around him in the 15 cube, like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like duplicates or something. And because it's major image, I actually want to, well, basically them getting up and getting ready to, like, in a fighting position focused on him, and also making the equivalent noise or whatever.
Okay. So suddenly
So
forms shimmer and begin to slowly, you hear the clanking of weaponry as all the images begin to move up. Stand up and get prepared to fight.
Yes. So in the hope he will get confused of who is who.
You skipped my turn now.
No, he
for
didn't.
sake.
Oh, yeah, he did.
This is why people should take turns.
Yeah.
Forget it. It's your guy.
How far away is that? 55. I need to be 10. That's too far away. 30. That's 25. That's over here. I move up.
Mm-hmm.
And I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
So that's a wisdom throw.
That's a wisdom save.
Oh no! Not
18.
different.
God damn
It
it.
succeeds.
No. That's
What does it say?
remember
Like
Dragon's
Minotaur.
campaign. Remember Dragon's campaign.
That's what I was trying.
The laughing Minotaur.
Is that it, Asta?
Yeah.
Laughter's actually. Huh.
Okay, that's a roll a perception check.
Sure.
I know I roll. Yeah, you roll perception.
No.
Nothing is seen this day.
Right. Oh,
All good?
this is so weird. It just randomly gives disadvantage to things. Yeah.
Eh?
So, you don't notice anything.
Yeah, I expected that.
I'm gonna do my.
I'm also gonna have to go in 10 minutes.
Caracas.
Fuck yeah, that's a crit.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
You also had advantage, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, fuck yes.
Oh,
He was
no,
on
got
one
the kill.
HP by the way. Since Beyond's attack, he was on 1 HP.
I can undo your crit.
I want to try to cut straight off to where the neck would be, and then just as the head falls, I want to stab it through with my sword.
Okay. You take your blade in a swift strike. The head just suddenly, almost just falls out of its own free will. It's like the blade was so fast, nobody saw it cut. The head falls to the ground. The green energy begins flickering, and you take that moment to just strike down, smashing straight through the back of the helmet, ending the power that was within. This thing is dead.
And all I'll
That's where we'll
say
end the
before
session.
I...
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
that works.
There you go. Because you
I was gonna say, all I was gonna say just before I throw the head and clean my blade is just you were a fun toy.
No.
Yep.
So that's the end.
Yep. That's the
You're
end.
definitely
grab the sword.
you're definitely sure it's the end. I
He's
don't
not.
I don't want the same shenanigans as I had with Velvet.
This is the end.
Good.
Okay, if it's the end.
Can I grab the sword?
Means I'm
Do
gonna
it
end
next
stream here, guys.
Oh, it's the
thank
end
all
of the
of you.
stream. Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and
it's
the
the
session.
end.
What else do you think it's going to be?
The end of the encounter.
Yeah.
No.
That as well. Because
This
the
is the
thing
end.
is
Well, we
that,
don't know.
but also the
You
end of
have
the
to
session because people have to leave and we've been going for
Yeah.
2 hours.
It's also we have 8 people, so one combat takes a good almost 2
Takes a while.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
That's
wanna-
why, if anything, everybody should try.
Thanks for showing up, guys. Leave a follow if you enjoyed. Thank you for Twitch and Frelken for hosting me. And let's see, next campaign is Friday evening. Good evening.